Sagittarius, let's do this. Let's do your December reading, and it's Sagittarius season, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so thrilled. I'm feeling so energized and so good. So your season is really good for me. It's doing me good. It's doing me good. And are you feeling as energized as I am? It's like since your season began a few days ago, I have been like, I've really felt a shift, right? From Scorpio season to Saggy season. I liked Scorpio season too, but a few days ago, especially after that full moon, it was like something changed in me, and I feel like I am just waiting to burst into flames, to burst forth, to really take off. Explosive, just like you guys are, you know? You are those fireworks. When I think of Sagittarius, I think of fireworks. Boom, 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 right? Slightly random, slightly crazy, super expansive. You never know, boom, 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 where it's gonna hit. That's what I'm feeling. And it's brilliant. I love it. I have so much energy. And I'm back in Canada, as you can see. I was gone for a while into the Caribbean. I escaped into the sun for a little while. And as you can see, I'm still a little tan. Can you see the tan? And I'm looking out right now into the cold, wet, wintry landscape. But you know what? I'm so happy to be back. And I don't know, your energy is one of my favorite energies, and maybe that's why you really jab with me, you know. But all of us fire signs, like I get along so well with all the Aries, with the Sagittarius. I'm Leo, if you haven't figured that out by now. I'm Leo sun, very much so. And when I get together with my fire sign friends and family, it's like, it's just, we have so much fun and we get along. All right, so I hope we're going to get along in this reading now. And yes, I will stop waffling. Let's get to the end of the shuffling and let's see what we have in store for you. So the first two cards, here we go. The energies for December. So this is for the whole month of December. Sagittarius, explosive. There's the fireworks. Maybe not in the way you really wanted or expected. It's gonna go boom. All right, I'm feeling this. You know, the tower doesn't always have to be bad. It does not have to be bad. The tower can be transformative, groundbreaking, life-changing, the break up of the old, the breaking away of the old to bring in the new. And look, we need a tower on top of this, okay? 5 of Swords, right, Sagittarius? I mean, this is an energy of coming to terms with and dealing with the bullies in your life, all right? This is not you. This is you here. This is you right here. Slinking away in the background. Like this for me is just the bully card. I mean, look at this guy here. Here, yo, go away. I have your sword. Slink away into the background. And you know what? It's time to break that off, break it up. Topple this guy down from his tower. Away with the old structures, away with the old bullies, away with the old ways of suppression, especially for you. So this is good. This is good. Sagittarius, I mean, you are fire. Come on. This is your time to break free. This is your time to shake it up. And even if you will have a little bit of a explosive, a little bit of a extreme situation or experience, that's okay. That's totally okay, because you can handle it. You're just like, okay, let's move on. You can do that. You can just pick yourself up and move right on. And that's one of your strengths. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. And I'm ready for this. It's like I'm always ready for this. In my life, I've had so many changes. I've moved house more than years of my life, of this lifetime. I'm transforming, moving on, breaking up the old, continuing to the new so much. And I'm ready for a new level. You know, that you're always up level. When you do that, you don't down level. These guys are falling down. Okay, but sometimes a huge, I would say, shake up, a huge breakup, a huge happening, which can look disastrous from the outside, is needed for huge shifts. You want to change your vibration. You want to move up to the next level. Okay, maybe, you know, you need to just shoot off the old, right? Old paradigms, old belief systems, old people, old jobs, old everything. The old bullies, right? Okay, so let's continue. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's look at the underlying circumstances, the recent past. I'm doing the Celtic cross for you. Here we go. All right. King of Cups reversed. Four of Wands. The story unfolds here. Someone in your life, doesn't have to be a lover. It can be any person in your family, in your job. Someone who's a little dramatic, who's maybe brought out the dramatic, not so nice side in you. That person has had power over you. That person has held you back. That person has held you down. King of Cups reversed is never good. The king is very powerful. It's very emotional. It's very dramatic. It can be very manipulative. So that energy has definitely been there in the background for you. And in the recent past, I think you've been able to liberate yourself a little bit already from that. But now it's time, like, to really do away with it. It really is time. But I think you've already been on a good path. You've had good times. You've had good results coming in. You've taken some action. This is already very good. You've already had some good results. That's what I see here. But now it's time, like, to really move one step further. And this underlying factor card, you know, the third card of the Celtic cross, is like, it's not about just the past. It's about deep underlying things that come to the surface in cycles. That's why I like to pull a past life vision for this position. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. Those of you who are learning the tarot, right? Card position 1 and 2, what's going on, the situation, the here and now, the energy. Then card position 3, what's underlying, what's kind of brewing under the surface, what has been brewing, and that is this influence. So for this card, I like to go deeper and pull a past life vision for you. That's what I'm going to do. So are you ready? And by the way, if you like this past life stuff, if you like the deep stuff, I just published a video on my other channel, Cosmic Empress, about spirit guides, and I'm about to publish a really exciting video about my first incarnation on Earth. I don't only do this past life stuff in general. I work with people one-on-one, and I'm right now researching my own past lives, and it's so fascinating, and I'm so thrilled, and I'm going to share this journey with you. But on my other channel, Cosmic Empress, is my new YouTube channel, which will be my main channel in the future. So go over there, take a look. There's a little eye that will pop up here. Okay, I'll link the video that I'm talking about. If you click on that little eye, you'll go to my channel, and then you'll see it. So please subscribe over there. All right. Also Instagram, Cosmic Empress 1. Sorry for the advertisement in the middle of the reading, but if you like this past life stuff, if you've been following me for a while, you know, maybe it's time for you to get into this a little bit and to learn for yourself and to do things for yourself. Yeah? Because it's so fascinating. Here we are. Getting the wisdom card. Aha. You know what? With this card, because it's animal, it's a unicorn, I'm going to do something unprecedented. I want to draw one of these cards for you. I just have them lying here. These animal cards, I don't know. I'm feeling particularly animalistic right now. Are you? Do you like animals? I'm learning a lot from animals. I just want this card. Black Rhino. Interesting how these readings develop. Black Rhino and Wisdom. So these two cards I'm going to take as a cue to get a past life vision for you. And no, you are not a rhinoceros. People cannot incarnate as animals. It's just not possible. Okay, so if you have that belief system, it doesn't work that way. And why and how, other videos on my other channel will explain all that. All right, so past life vision for you for December, what you need to know. Let's go into it. Maybe we'll see a rhino in that vision. So come with me. Just drop your consciousness a little bit, and with the intention to see a relevant past life that you need to know about right now. Let's go. Let's get the vision. Wow, what a strange vision. Wow. Oh, okay. All right. This was a very strange vision. The first thing that I felt was a galloping unicorn. I felt, I saw, I was, and you were, because this is about you, right? I was the galloping unicorn. I was going really fast. I was galloping, and I was chased by this. I was chased by a creature like this, like a black, look at the black rhino. It looks kind of ferocious and big and hefty and snorting and like breathing and really heavy. The ground shook, so I was galloping along. I was fleeing. I was in panic, running away from this big monster. And as I was running, I shifted into a person. So this was you. This was you. And you know, in my visions and past life visions, a lot of times there's a lot of shape-shifting going on, which I think is sometimes real shape-shifting, sometimes just metaphors, feelings to understand the message. So I was like fleeing. I was this beautiful white unicorn with a horn running, and then I was a man running for my life, and this big thundering monster behind me. There was a swamp. It was swampy and grassy everywhere. And then suddenly I felt like this breath of this creature on my feet. So I said, you know what? If I keep running, this creature is going to kill me. I'm going to die. So what I did is I stopped in my tracks. I stopped and I turned around, and this creature came to a screeching halt in front of me. And it was a big rhinoceros, but it was bigger. It was like a very strange, frightening creature. And I felt like, when I was running, I felt like I had been running from this for a long time. And when I stopped and turned around, this creature stopped, looked at me, and suddenly this creature kind of started shrinking and disintegrating into this small, scared man. And I realized the whole time I had been afraid of something that wasn't what I thought. I had been afraid of this vision, of this image, of this thing that wasn't really so scary, that wasn't really what it was. And I think this has to do with this, my friends. Look, this has to do with this vision. With this. This vision has to do with this. With this bully. And I feel that this past life vision has to do with facing your fears. Just at some point turning around saying, you know what, kill me if you want, but I'm looking you in the face and I'm telling you to stop. I'm telling you to stop. And just by doing that, this whole big, scary monster kind of disintegrated into nothingness almost, into a small man who kind of like then looked at me. And the whole time it was just in my head. The whole time it wasn't as bad as I had thought. I stood this monster down in 1 second. And this small, scary man kind of looked at me, turned around and walked away. And I was like, wow, I faced my fear and I overcame my fear just by facing it. And that's really, really interesting. So if this even was a past life vision or a metaphor, I'm sure, I mean, something like this happened in your past life, in one of your past lives. But this was just like really, really interesting, really powerful. Wow. So Sagittarius, what's the message? In December now, in your season, it's time to stand up and face your fears, and they will tumble and fall and disintegrate. This is not you tumbling and falling. This is what you're scared of. This is your biggest fear, your biggest adversary, your biggest bully, right? This rhinoceros energy person that was chasing me in that vision was a big fat bully who in the end was really nothing and couldn't really harm me, right? And it was very dramatic. Like I was so fearful. So whatever it is, Sagittarius, whatever it is that you've been facing or that you have not been facing, whatever it is that you've been fighting against, running from, that has been like a huge bullying factor in your life, it's time to stand up to it and just make it disappear and overcome it. And I'm sure you will be able to do that in your own way. Everyone does it in a different way, of course. So let's continue. Let's move on. Let's look at what you need to know. And then, shall we do the 2 future timelines again? I don't know yet. Let's see. I always like to change it up a little bit. 1 card, first of all. Something you need to know. 9 of Pentacles reversed. All right. Time for you to step more into your power and not let yourself be disempowered by that King of Cups reversed energy. You want to be like this. You've been letting yourself be disempowered by all this. All right. Time to step it up. Stand up for yourself. And you can. You absolutely can. So let's see. What should we do? Okay, I want to do something different again. There's nothing new in that. I want to do 1 main timeline. And then I'm going to do like the main timeline. What most likely is coming up to you this month in December. And then I'll decide if I want to do a sub timeline or a secondary timeline or maybe a 3rd timeline, okay? I'll let you see what I'm doing here. Hope you're liking these readings. Always something different, always something new. A little crazy, but there we go, all right. Main timeline, 3 cards. So the Celtic cross is looking different than normal, right? I'm going to go boom, 3 cards here. Give me 3 cards for Sagittarius. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Ha ha ha. All right, Sagittarius. Wow. Look at that. The slaying of the beast. This is the slaying of the beast. Look at that. Page of Pentacles reversed. This is facing me, obviously, right? 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords. Wow. This is the slaying of the beast. That's what it is. I knew that. This is not you. This is you slaying the beast. This is you overcoming your fear and slaying the beast. Okay, Page of Pentacles reversed. It's funny. This is like good. This is good. This is like, don't be a child. Don't stick your head in the sand. That's why I saw like this. Is like, this guy is sticking his head in the sand, not taking responsibility. The Page of Pentacles is young, is not mature. So I feel like you have to put that behind you. That's just what I'm getting from this. You know, sometimes people argue a little bit. Oh, but this doesn't mean this. The cards are just, they are impulses I get for the message to come through, right? So everyone will see it differently, but I see this as, don't stick your head in the sand. Don't abdicate responsibility. Take responsibility. Okay, look, you have 2 Pentacles people reversed here. So this is like, don't be afraid. This is you being afraid to face your fears. This is you being afraid to usurp whoever that bully is. This is you having abdicated responsibility. But no, you can't do that anymore. Let's just get another card for that one. Let's clarify. Give me a clarification for this, please. Clarification. All right. Oh, another swords one. Look at this, 8, 9, and 10 of swords. When do you get that sequence? This would be like, if I were playing poker, this would be, I don't know what, a flush. This would be the big win, okay? 8, 9, 10 of swords. This is the story. This is the path to the slaying of the beast. This is the confusion that is threatening to overtake you, which you have to really overcome. This is the worries and fears you have to overcome, and then boom, this is not you. This is you slaying the beast. This is you Stabbing those swords into the rhinoceros, the swords of courage, to make it disintegrate. This is you slaying the beast. So Sagittarius, you shall slay the beast this month. That's what it is, whatever the beast is for you. Okay, wow. A very strange and interesting story here. Now, we're not at the end of the story yet. I feel it's a really, really good ending. I mean, look at this. This is the beast. This is the beast. This is the beast. The rhinoceros, the King of Cups reversed, the bully. At the end, that's what happens to the bully, okay? Metaphorically speaking, of course, don't get out your knife and stab anyone. Obviously. Okay, this could also be addiction, fear. For every one of you, this is different. But you know what I'm talking about, right? You know. All right, so let's do this. Let's look at the archetype. We want an archetype to come out here for you. So a pretty singular message, but I think it's a good message. And I needed the energy to interpret this and to not get freaked out. Ooh, the storyteller. That is so Sagittarius. Sag, you're the best storytellers on the planet. You really are. And I'm just gonna look at this. Light attribute. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. That's what we're doing right here. And this is your creative side, your open side coming out. So you need this. You need the archetype of the storyteller. That's interesting. And look who we have here. Leo. Come on. Leo. Leo's coming to visit. Oh, you're wet. Do you want to see Leo? Come on. Leo. Here. He's coming to visit and he's sitting on the cards. That's okay. We just finished interpreting them. Hey, you little bugger. He missed me. He missed me, the little bugger. Okay. You want to be the storyteller, Leo? At the end of the story comes the cat. Okay, shadow attribute, making up tales that harm others. Now he's wet the cards here with his paws. Making up tales to harm others. So that's really interesting. That's just an extra little message for you, the storyteller. You know what? I want another one. I want another one. So we're telling stories here. That's what we do with the cards. We tell stories with these cards. We're telling your story with these cards today, right here. And what's your story going to be? Are you going to slay the beast? I hope so. Let's continue. One more. I want one more archetype card for you. I feel that's not quite complete yet. Here we go. Wow. Avenger. The Avenger. Desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Okay, this is the missing factor that I wanted. So you have to be the Avenger as well. Obviously, against the beast, against this. So, I mean, this card fits this very, very well. So you have to stand up for yourself. You have to tip the scales of justice towards you, and you have to do what is right for you. I don't mean be violent, obviously not, but you have to take a stand for yourself. Topple whoever that is from the throne so you can persevere, so you can do right by yourself, and no one's going to do but you this time. Shadow attribute, let's just look at that. Let's take a look here. Resorting to violence in the name of a cause. That's what I've been saying. Do not resort to violence here, because these cards are very violent. I get that, okay? A lot of swords going on here. The Tower, slaying of the beast. But we as spiritual seekers, have to stand up for ourselves and sometimes really take a strong standpoint and not let the others bully us. Just because we're spiritual doesn't mean we have to be weak and just, you know, step back all the time. So this and this, these are your two messages in the end there. So that's really interesting. Okay. All right. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I hope that makes sense. Let me know what you think. Tell me what the beast is that you need to slay, Sagittarius. What is it? What story are you going to tell? Let me know in the comments down below. And remember, you can work with me one-on-one, and I'm now opening up a Saturday Salon. I haven't done tarot readings for a while because I've been concentrating more on the soul work, but starting next Saturday, I'm going to open a Saturday Salon where I will do personal readings one-on-one all day. And you can find that down below in the description on my website. It's all linked everywhere. It's easy to find. And on Saturday morning, I'm going to do a live stream here to introduce that, so you can still participate if you like. All right, so my beautiful, wise, storytelling Sagittarius, have a beautiful, fiery, strong month. You're going to need your fire to do this, right? All right, thank you so much. Natasha, the Empress of Wands, wishing you a strong December. Bye for now.